we've already used the starch in that corn to make ethanol and distiller's grain for animal feed. Plus, we still got this stuff left.
And they're supposed to turn that into high-quality biodiesel fuel? That's gotta be tricky.
No tricks, just serious science and technology. That's what we're supposed to discover here.
Critical questions. What waste products can make biodiesel? What is the recycling angle?
We've just got to figure out how they get this stuff into biodiesel. What's our first step?
So we use that corn oil as a feedstock to make biodiesel that goes in diesel engines, much like this truck here.
What's so special about biodiesel?
You know, biodiesel is a renewable fuel. It's made from vegetable oils and other things like used cooking oil. So it's a renewable fuel. And the other thing about it is it improves lubricity in the diesel engines, as well as reduces greenhouse gas emissions.
You know, David, it sounds like a really long and complicated process to turn this stuff into biodiesel. Is it even worth your time and energy?
Actually, it is. You know, biodiesel produces very similar energy to that of traditional diesel.
So is that the only benefit to making biodiesel here? Like, what about recycling?
We recycle corn oil from an ethanol plant into a feedstock to make biodiesel.
Where do you start? What's our first step?
Well, let's head into the plant. We'll start off with feedstocks.
So we made it to the lab to find out what other ingredients they use to make biodiesel.
Well, they probably use more than just this.
That's the finished product?
Yeah, that's the product that comes out of the end of the plant when we're done making biodiesel. Here, hold that up next to it for a second. So you can see the difference of what goes in and what comes out.
Wow. Well, what other things do you use to make that crystal clear biodiesel?
This is used cooking oil. When you go to the fast food restaurant, this is what would come out of the French fry fryer after they've made your fries.
Wait, so are you telling me there's French fries in there?
Not French fries in it, but it's the oil that came from making the French fries. And this is brown grease. This is just like that used cooking oil, except another plant has taken the best part of the highest quality oil off, and this is what's left. Looks like chocolate, right? But we can make biodiesel out of it.
Ah, cool.
And this is tallow.
Animal tallow?
Tallow.
Tallow is from hamburgers out of cows. That's the oil that's left over.
Where do you get this oil? Does it just come from one place or like?
All over the place. There's lots of different plants that collect these types of used cooking oils from all kinds of fast food restaurants and then sell it to us. We can use any of this at this plant to make biodiesel. That's what makes this plant so unique.
Oh, I get it. So, it's recycling. All of these jars are used to make...
Sorry to interrupt you guys chewing the fat, but I've got incoming feeds from students wanting to know about the innovations and technology behind all this. Can't you get to that part? We're running a little low on time.
Sure thing, mission controlling.
Hey, I heard that. You're the ones having fun while I'm stuck here with the pigeons keeping the show going.
I'm taking the backseat. The music is pumping loud.
So we just got back from the lab where we learned about all the different types of feedstock that they use in making biodiesel.
Well, I still don't understand how they turn this into biodiesel.
It's actually quite simple. The first part of the process is to remove all of the impurities in the feedstock. So you saw some of the other feedstocks in the lab that we have. So our first step of the process is to remove those impurities so we can actually get a cleaner oil to make fuel out of. So after impurities are removed from the oil, we mix oil and methanol and heat it up. And then we send it to our process. Our process is unique because we've combined two reactions into one reactor. There are multiple components in the feedstock that we want to turn into biodiesel. Our reactors have catalyst in them that when you mix the feedstock with methanol and run it over the catalyst, it will turn both of those components into biodiesel. The oil and methanol that are already hot meet on the surface of that catalyst, and then our reactions happen, transesterification and esterification. And we do all of that in one step, which makes our plant more cost efficient and more energy efficient. A traditional plant would use multiple pieces of equipment for it, where we only do it with one.
What about the stuff that's left over from this process?
Oh, you mean the co-products?
Sure.
Well, I can tell you about them, but I think it'd be a lot more fun to go see.
Whoa, now we gotta slow down the flow of technology. Ease up, you guys. My head's spinning and all the flow modulators are overheating.
Visit intotheoutdoors.org for more videos.